on to Candace Owens saying the Prime Minister of France's wife is actually a man. Now, if you pulled it up, the evidence that she is using for this, if we even want to quickly dive into it, the evidence that she's using for this is that in her childhood photo, this woman actually they say it's her in a picture, but she actually looks more like her brother. Holy shit, she looks like her sibling.
That's crazy.
Holy shit, bro. She looks like her brother, bro.
I think you're scared of the truth. I think she arrived at a very valid, logical conclusion.
She looks more like her brother than she does herself. So for that reason, she's a man, bro. She's actually a fucking man, dude. So that's one evidence thing. And then the other big evidence, the same one they have on Michelle Obama. We've never seen her pregnant. We've never seen her pregnant. We've never seen Michelle Obama pregnant. How could she be a biological woman if we've never seen her pregnant?
You know, it's funny because
oh my God,
that same principle exists for their parents. Like, you came out of your mother's womb, but you never saw her pregnant.
I've never seen any pictures of my mom pregnant. I have never seen any pictures of Candace Owens' vagina.
Well, nowadays it could be.
Is Candace Owens actually a man?
So this is what is called transvestigation, for the record.
Bro.
It's one of my favorite. It is one of my favorite conspiracy theories, because the conspiracy theory itself is rooted within the idea that gender is rigid and binary. But because gender actually in practice...
No, don't conflate this.
No.
Don't conflate this.
That's where it comes from.
That's going to conflate this. No, it's not. No,
listen to me, listen.
Keep it within the strict gender guidelines that existed in 1950. I don't give a shit how you have this conversation.
No, I know. Listen.
This is not about gender neutrality.
You know
what I'm saying?
It doesn't mean that gender is like neutral or fluid. That's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm simply stating that you have no real way of 100% knowing whether someone is like literally a biological woman, like a cis woman, or not, unless you like literally look at their chromosomes.
No, that's the joke I'm making. Correct. That's the joke I'm making.
No, but because of that, a lot of people who are transphobic end up literally doing this.
So that's why it's happening.
And the reason why they inevitably arrive at the conclusion that they genuinely believe that like maybe everyone is trans, actually, maybe my parents are fucking trans, is because they're so goddamn...
Where does it end? Where does it end, bro? Where does it fucking end? Like what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like okay, question. Is that chat real? Are those actually humans on the other side? Are you real? Are you actually really a human? How do I know? How do I know?
Well, what you're describing is psychosis.
Okay, but this is the world that
because people delude themselves into psychosis because like they're so invested in a narrative and they like refuse to look at the facts of the matter, refuse to have an open mind, and then they literally end up being like a paranoid person who is unironically imagining things that don't exist in the real world. And if they were to just like sit back and maybe like scratch the surface, maybe re-examine the way that they understand an issue and be charitable,
right,
and look for nuance, they would be like, this is insane.
So the evidence that we have been presented is that she looks more like her brother, which would mean she looked more like a boy in her youth, and that we don't have any other pictures of her leading up until she became this prominent figure in France. So those are the two big evidence points. And this video did really well. I mean, Candace's video's got like 1-point-something million views.
Of course it did, because people are fucking insane. The funniest part about this story is this. What if it was true? What if this person was a trans woman? Nothing changes.
Who gives a
nothing changes?
Fuck. But that said, that's neither here nor there.
No,
well, yeah,
but
I guess technically you're right. I guess technically since the outcome, it does not have a meaning anyways, then it should slightly discount it is a good point.
Yeah, it just like doesn't literally, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I made fun of this the other day.
Someone said, then why are you talking about it? Okay, valid point.
No, but that's the reason. That's the reason why they do it. That's the reason why they do it.
No, maybe chat's right. Because, chat, the reason why it's being brought up is because I saw this picture, I saw this whole thing. Chat, the reason why it's being brought up is because I have a fear that we are moving to a place where any kind of semblance of sensible conversation is being rooted out of society, and we are moving to a place where nothing can be talked about in any kind of beneficial or meaningful way. Everything is conflated. Everything is, like, who's the best basketball player of all time? Like, that used to be a Michael Jordan versus LeBron conversation. What if someone thinks that LeBron is a robot? Like, where does it fucking end?
We're not done with you're talking about a post-truth. It's ironic. You're talking about postmodernism, I guess, where like we live in a post-truth world where there's no like objective facts. Who's to say what is an objective reality? Like, you can't make that assessment. It is unknowable.
So if we want to go there, are we a theoretically conversating nation now? Are you elevating people to some sort of Plato conversation and bias where, I don't have I only exist by way of what my five senses tell me. So I've never met Michelle Obama in person before, so I'm not willing to use directional evidence to believe the fact that she is actually a woman.
Do you not remember my debate with Andrew Tate where I literally fucking owned him on that when I was talking about the value of like science and empirical evidence over personal anecdotes? Because I knew that he wasn't a flat earther, so I asked him, "Do you think the Earth is flat?" He said no, and I was like, "How do you know it's not flat? It feels flat." Like, and he's like, "Well, I have personal experiences." And I was like, "Oh yeah, did you like fly up to space and look down? You have no fucking clue. You know, because it's science. Like, science established it for you, and you took it for fucking granted." Like, these guys that claim that they don't care about science or reading or empirical evidence whatsoever actually do still care about it to a certain degree. But the dumber we get, the more we are, and the more entitled we are, the more Dunning-Kruger focused we are, the more we believe like, well, I came up with this idea all on my own, and I'm a fucking brave little boy. I'm a unique little snowflake. So if I came up with it, it must be true. Or at the very least, you have to listen to me and take it seriously. That's where a lot of this comes from. Back in the day, I think we could just tell someone, we could be like, "Nah, dog, you're dumb as fuck. Shut the fuck up," and move on. Now you can't do that because everyone's got a fucking social media account, and everyone's like, "Oh no, actually, I came up with the real secret truth that you're just having a hard time."
No. You're an elitist. You don't believe it because you support. You're an elitist.
Which, by the way, Elon Musk also supports it, but he's not an elitist.
Bro, I can't.
The richest guy on the planet agrees with me.
No. He said some of the right things, so he's not an elitist. He's for the people.
The richest guy on the fucking planet agrees with me.
Honestly, bro, when I started talking against Ryan Garcia and saying like, "Yo, bro, this dude needs to get help," and I care about Ryan Garcia, I want to see him get help. The entire internet was convinced that I was a handler. I was a handler. Yeah. Hassan. What the fuck is going on, bro? Who am I handling? What am I handling? Am I Logan Paul's? Am I his handler? Is that what it is?
Yeah, you and Logan Paul are a part of the elite cabal, dude. That's what it is. That's why.
You got me. You caught me, bro.
That's why
they tapped me.
That's why
bro.
Prime blew up, because it is made with baby spinal fluid.
No. Ryan Garcia said cyanide, dude.
Oh, he says cyanide.
It's gonna get.
Dude. That's awesome. Yeah, no, he's
listen.
So insane.
My final note on it, and I thank you for having me today. It was a great conversation. I learned a lot. My final note on it is that if you are, I wish we can get back to a place where if you are willing to take someone else's life into your hands by making a statement about them, that you understand that the onus of proof is on you, not on the defender. It is the onus of evidence.
Yeah.
The burden of proof is not on Michelle Obama to produce pregnancy pictures just because your psychotic ass thinks that she's actually a fucking man.
No,
the burden of proof
right.
is on you to provide evidence that clearly states in a court of actual non-psychotic people that what you are saying is objectively a true statement. We are not there right now, and until we get back to that place where a flawed social people, and that is what I would like to get back to. But guess what? We're not going back to it.
Yeah.
We ain't going fucking back, bro.
You can't prove a negative, which is like, that's why, listen, whenever someone does that shit to you, be like, you're a pedophile. Go ahead, prove me wrong.
The best. That's what I've started. Candace Owens. How do we? I hated that I did that on this show because I got. It doesn't work with your audience because then it turns into this investigative situation. That's not how I fucking meant it. That's not how I meant it. I didn't mean it like that.
No, I don't think anyone thinks you legitimately think Candace Owens is a trans woman.
No, right. I'm not trying to like out her. What I'm saying is, with that logic, why don't I have to pull my dick out right now to show you that I'm a man? Like that burden of proof is not on me.
Yeah,
it's not on me.
No,
it's on the accuser.
Exactly, which is why you can always be like, well, the way that you're operating, I could just say you're a pedophile and everyone has to believe me because you physically can never prove that you're not a pedophile. Like they don't understand like this principle, this concept.
Right.
Like you can't prove that. What are you going to show every single fucking moment of your life like on camera? That you were not out there molesting children? You can't do that. I'm not going to believe it because what if the footage is doctored? You know what I mean?
AI.
What if it's
what I'm
AI?
trying to say, there's no winning. But listen, thank you for having me on.
Yeah.
I do thoroughly enjoy your ability to dive into actual evidentiary, and be committed to these topics and look for proof and look for actual evidence. And you're doing a great job. And this shit is fucking harder than construction. Okay, I'll just say it right now, dude.
Not.
Okay.
Okay, I can't wait to hear what you guys talked about with Jinxie.
I mean, bro, how can it not all be positive when Hassan's involved? Chat, I love you guys. If you're out there right now and you're having a tough time or you're having a bad day, zoom out, look at your life, look at the quality of your life, look at the things that you're grateful for. If you have parents, love them. If you have a dog, go throw the ball with it. You got a lot of stuff going on good in your life right now.
Touch grass, is what you're saying.
And touch fucking grass, dude, and appreciate the fact that real life is out there. It's really happening. Be grateful for the things you have. If you haven't read The Fifth Vital and you want to, it's helped a lot of people. It's helped a lot of people in jails and rehabs. It's made a large impact on a lot of people with addiction and mental health issues. Go ahead, read The Fifth Vital. It's available on Amazon. It'll be at your house in 2 days. And that's
He wrote the book.
And I wrote the books.